Welcome to News Now, Alberta. This is Special Ed. We're looking at two officers that decided to leave a woman escaping domestic violence stranded on the side of the road and told her to walk to the next town. 13 minutes later, she was dead. My video is a shortened video. Please check out the original video by civil rights lawyer. He has the legal view and the whole 18-minute conversation between the cops and this lady. I'm adding my views and comments under fair use.
Can you please take me there?
We can't give you a ride.
Please.
I don't have nowhere to put your stuff.
In the trunk?
My car is full. Just stay off the white line and keep walking, okay?
911, what's the address of your emergency? Did you hit this person or? Yeah, I mean, there was nothing that I could do. So you need an ambulance there? Yes. Well, I don't think an ambulance is going to help.
Two sheriff's deputies responded to reports of a woman lying on the shoulder of a highway.
You walked all the way here? Did you get a ride here or what?
No, I walked all the way from Little Rock to here.
The woman tells the deputies that she was fleeing domestic violence.
I'm walking.
Okay.
I'm trying to get away from this person.
I understand that, but where are you going to go?
I don't even have a Google map.
I understand that as well.
He took my phone.
After talking for nearly 18 minutes, the woman, who clearly appears to be drunk,
How much have you had to drink tonight?
asked the deputies for a ride away from the pitch black side of the highway.
Would you guys mind just dropping off here?
Our policy normally is we don't give rides, but let me check something real quick.
The deputies talk it over, but they decide they just don't want to.
Not really. She can walk.
Okay.
You just keep walking north till you get to Kennett, but you're probably going to get run over if you stay on this white line.
The woman pleads with the deputies to take her to a nearby gas station, but they tell her to just keep walking down the dark road.
It's a dark road. I can't see nothing without lights.
There's another gas station up the road about 2 miles.
Can you please take me there?
We can't give you a ride.
Please.
I don't have nowhere to put your stuff.
In the trunk?
My car is full. Just stay off the white line and keep walking, okay? Just stay off the white line and keep walking, okay?
"13 minutes later, the woman was hit and killed by a tractor trailer. The truck's dash cam appears to show her purposefully sitting in the middle of the dark road.
13 minutes after they leave her, this haunting image from a semi-truck's camera. Michelle sitting in the middle of the road, making no attempt to get up, and the truck hits her.
The state of Missouri is now seeking to discipline both deputies for reckless disregard of this woman who was clearly in need. But according to their lawyer, the officers did nothing wrong.
There are no domestic violence shelters in Dunklin County, and it's wholly inappropriate. It's not fair to them in the situation that they were in that night. What they did was a reasonable. I think that it's abhorrent that the Department of Public Safety would even consider reprimanding him.
Is the lawyer right? Was it the job of police officers to proactively make sure that this woman on the side of the road is okay? To drive her to a gas station or to forcibly take her to a hospital even though she declined an ambulance?
Do you think the officers should be disciplined for this?
Should the officers be disciplined? Now, one of the officers did not have his body cam on, from my understanding, but one of them did. And
Here is what the officers wrote in their report. Not exactly what happened, but that doesn't surprise me. I'll let the civil rights expert break it down.
On July 9th, 2023, the Dunklin County Sheriff's Office received a report of a white female sitting on the side of the roadway. Deputy Philpott and I located a white female lying on the shoulder of the roadway. The subject was lying on the ground with her head facing the grass, south, and her feet facing north, near the white fog line. She was lying on the shoulder of the roadway on the eastbound side. Next to the subject was several bags of property and a sweet case scattered around her. Miss Sanders was asleep when approached, to which Deputy Philpott woke her up.
I've been walking from Little Rock.
Okay. Do you need an ambulance first and foremost?
No, I've been there, done that, done all everything that I could do.
Okay.
I'm trying to get away from him because
Who's him?
the person who did this to me, okay?
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to see what's wrong with you.
I keep trying to walk, but I can't.
Okay.
My whole left shoulder is broken.
That ain't good. Did you go to the hospital?
Yes.
Which hospital did you go to?
Everything is accounted for in North Little Rock.
Okay.
And I had to lay down to just lay down for a minute because I've been walking a lot of miles.
Understandable.
Where are you going?
Far away from here.
Are you going anywhere in particular?
No.
You have an ID on you?
Yes, I do.
Can I see it, please? When did you get beat up?
Thursday, last week.
The knot on your head looks fresh. Like
Do what?
the knot on your head looks fresh.
Yeah, these are new.
What happened there?
After the fact that it happened, you know, I didn't press any more charges for this.
Where'd it happen at? In Little Rock?
Yeah.
If you watch the whole video, you will see that the officer was more concerned about getting this person's ID than he was about helping her. He asked at least 6 times, then ran her information.
While speaking with Anders, I observed what looked like a bottle of alcohol sticking up from her purse. Anders was asked if she had been drinking, to which she stated no. She drank some the night before. It should be noted, Anders did not appear to be intoxicated or impaired and was not slurring her words, nor was she stumbling or anything of the sort. She seemed to be of sound mind. I'm pretty sure that this is what George Orwell would refer to as doublespeak. I mean, who are we going to believe, you or our lying eyes? I mean, we just saw this woman who claims to have a broken arm literally slur her words. You saw a bottle of alcohol sticking out of her bag. You thought she was intoxicated. You pointed that out to her. We watched it on the video.
I don't even have a Google map.
I understand that as well.
He took my phone.
So where are you going to go?
That last gas station down there, they told me if I wanted to go back to Arkansas, go left. If I went straight to Missouri, go right. That's what I'm doing.
Where are you going? Is what I'm asking you.
I don't even have a clue.
Okay. How much have you had to drink tonight?
Nothing.
Oh, I saw the whiskey bottle sitting there.
No,
Well, I'm asking you.
that was from last night.
She completely sounded inebriated, and yet to cover your own rear ends, you're putting all of these lies in this report that we can clearly see are lies. And the reason is because the last part of the report says this. After this, Anders was informed to stay on the right side of the fog line and out of the roadway. Anders was informed if she needed to rest or sit or lay in the grass or to stay on the right side of the fog line. Anders was informed approximately 2 miles east was a gas station to which she could probably stay and rest. Anders was informed if she continued on U.S. Highway 412, she would end up in Kennett. Anders thanked us for stopping to check on her, to which Deputy Philpott and I cleared the scene. What he neglects to mention is that maybe she thanked them, but that was right after she had finished begging them to drive her to that gas station. But you refused. She begged you for help, and you left this woman alone in the dark on the side of this busy highway. And this is kind of crazy. At the very bottom of the police report written by Deputy Cobb, there's a supplemental report. So after he finishes saying they told her to walk on down the road, now, same evening, supplemental report. The sheriff's office received a 911 call from a semi-truck driver who was traveling east on Highway 412 near Mr. T's. The truck driver stated that he had just ran over someone with his truck. Deputy Philpott, Missouri State Highway Patrol, Medic 1, and I were dispatched to the scene. Deputy Philpott and I arrived on the scene first, to which we observed a white female whom we knew to be Michelle Anders, lying in the middle of the roadway. Anders was obviously deceased.
Did she look intoxicated to you? She definitely looked intoxicated to me, but the cops lied in their report so they don't get in trouble for leaving a drunk girl on the side of the highway in the middle of nowhere.
As I mentioned, now the Missouri Department of Public Safety is looking to discipline both of these deputies. This is an excerpt of the complaint against them, and it says, after Philpott and Cobb left Miss Anders on the side of the road, Miss Anders committed suicide by sitting in the middle of U.S. Highway 412, and she was struck by a semi-truck. Deputy Cobb acted with reckless disregard for the safety of Michelle Anders by leaving her on the side of a major thoroughfare at night, despite knowing that she was a potential domestic violence victim, severely injured, and intoxicated. By leaving an intoxicated and injured person on the side of a major thoroughfare at night and telling her to continue walking along the shoulder, Deputy Cobb created a substantial risk of death or bodily harm for Michelle Anders. So the official conclusion here is that this is, rather than being an accident, that Miss Anders committed suicide by purposefully sitting down in front of this semi-truck. There is dash cam from that semi-truck, which appears to corroborate this.
13 minutes after they leave her, this haunting image from a semi-truck's camera. Michelle sitting in the middle of the road, making no attempt to get up, and the truck hits her.
However, her sister does not believe it was suicide.
She was not suicidal. I mean, even in jail you get phone calls. Even in jail you get water. They left her with absolutely no hope.
Do you think she would be alive today if they had helped her?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because she would have called me, and I would have driven 1,000,000 miles to get her.
And actually went to the scene and took some footage. This is the actual spot.
1250 U.S. Highway 412. Speed limit is 60 miles an hour.
And she also has the internal dash cam from the semi-driver, which she believes shows that he was not paying attention. But now Deputy Philpott and Cobb have hired lawyers to fight the disciplinary proceedings, and they're pushing back, claiming they did nothing wrong here.
Was it suicide? I won't comment on that. Maybe she was just too drunk to know where she was. I mean, earlier she was sleeping on the white line. Unlike the sister, I don't blame the truck driver. Driving 60 miles an hour on a dark highway, I don't think there is much she could have done.
At the very least, she was clearly intoxicated. You could tell that from the body camera footage. They should never have left her on the side of the road like that. Even if she refused an ambulance, that doesn't mean you don't call one anyway. You call an ambulance over, let them evaluate her, and if she is not able to look after herself, you could take her into protective custody if you have to, if she refuses to. That's done all the time. I think they made a conscious decision that they just didn't want to deal with it for whatever reason. I don't know the reason for that, but they left her roadside, and we see how that ended up, which is a tragic situation.
And here is the response to him from the deputy's lawyers.
They had absolutely no basis for protective custody, a 96-hour hold, or to arrest her for anything. So if they would have followed that expert's advice, they would have a civil lawsuit on their hands. Not to sound crass or heartless, but if they had done exactly what the state of Missouri is saying that they should have done, the likelihood is they would have only changed the location of her suicide.
People who watch my videos knows about wellness checks, mostly violent ones that the cops do, but they couldn't see this as a wellness check situation. It is clear that this woman needed help. Now, the cops might get away with this because the Supreme Court in the U.S. made a clear decision that the safety of citizens is not the officer's job. This had come out after the officers refused to go into a school where children were being shot. What do you think of this? Would you charge the officers? Let me know in the comments. Please check out the Civil Rights Lawyer. I think you will love this channel. He speaks about police misjustice a lot and talks about court cases he's involved in. I love watching him light up a cigar with $100 bill when he wins a case. Please like, share, and subscribe, and check out my Patreon where for $1 a month, you can see my videos a week in advance with other perks coming. Thank you.